What's up, guys? It's your boy MTP ASMR back with another positive video, guys. You already know what the day is. Today's another positive day. It's another day, another dollar, another opportunity for us to be great, for us to reach our goals, do what we want to do, and just to be the best version of ourselves, guys. That's what we're here for. Motivate each other, push each other, and yeah, that's it. Today we're doing a One Piece chapter review. It's been a week, but it feels like it's been like 2 weeks since we had a chapter review. So let's just get started, guys. I already got it pulled up right here. It's kind of late, so we need to hurry up and finish this. Let's get it, guys. One Piece chapter 1146. Oh my god, I get ads. Okay, it's called a stare in the silence, and we have a cool looking cover page of oh my god of Loki and the Straw Crew. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Yeah, so that's the cover, the I guess cover page. He likes to make these like cool looking cover pages sometimes. So yeah, that's that. It's low key. You see him in his long purple hair. Everyone was debating on what color his hair was, but it is purple. Okay, and now we go to the chapter. Okay, chapter 1146. A stare in the silence. It's a cover page. Onichao Yamato no Holy Emerald Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 31. We owe our lot. Oh my god. So many ads. We owe you our lives. Please let us serve you. Yuti says after saving page in them. Now we cut down to the actual chapter. Usopp says, "Who the heck is that?" And at the bottom says an emergency and an enemy encounter. Jinbei say it must be. Nami says the intruder. Colin, because they're traveling with Colin, the kid giant. He says intruder, and then he says the human intruders, the ones who totally outclassed the castle guards. Nami says, what's your deal? You're behind the kidnappings, aren't you? It's Gunko. She says, oh my god. She says, did you just say human? Brooke looks at her confused. He goes, she says, we are gods. Usopp says, gods. You sound like Enel or one of those celestial dragons. I like how they bring up Enel from the Skypiea arc. Nami says, why would a god go after the children of Elbaf? Colin says, yeah, they're my friends. Tap tap tap. You see the kids are walking off out on. They're about to walk off the tree. Where are you taking them? Let them go. Gonko says, a child like you should know when to hold your tongue. My god, I am tired of these ads. Sorry. She says, even for us, a clean adaptation isn't feasible, given the sheer size of our Cory. I don't know why the fuck she's talking like that. You see, you see Frankie took down one of those giant nightmare creatures, the cloud that looks like Zeus. He's, what's her name? Gerd. She's holding him in his hand, and Bonnie and Lilith in her other hand, running away as picture. Oh my god, back to the half of the group talking to Gunku. Gunku says our only option to ensure progress to the Holy Land has to have them walk themselves over there. The Holy Land. Nami says the Holy Land. You mean Mary Gross? It's my foot, guys. Jinbei says you're a celestial dragon. Usopp says no way, you're the worst. And then he says she's nothing like the ones I was picturing though. While Brook sits there, and then he says, I'm afraid this one likely holds an even higher rank, a god's knight. Indeed, she says indeed, as she prepares her arrow power. Usopp says, he says, don't tell me you're gonna force those kids into slavery. And as a arrow goes right to Usopp's face, he says, what the heck is this arrow thing? And then Nami pulls out Zeus. She says, we won't let you, Zeus. And then Zeus comes out of her little pole. Zeus says, you called Nami. And then Usopp's running away while the arrow's getting closer to him. He says, wow, go away. It won't stop chasing me. She charges up. She says, Thunder Shock. And she used Thunder Shark. She says Thunder Shark Tempo. She uses Zeus and throws him in the shape of a shark. He goes roar, and then she uses her arrow to make Zeus turn around to go back to them. She says, Gunku says, the world was. She says, oh my god, hold on, give me a second. She says, the world has meant to simply vanish one day. The world was meant to simply vanish one day, she says. It's a little ominous. She says, that's how it was supposed to go. Run, Nami. Zeus yells, run, Nami, because he can't control himself. He's going back towards Nami. And then she hits somebody. Grog, I'm sorry, Zeus says, Nami. Gunku looks. Oh, it was Brook that got hit. It was me. It was you. It was you. Thank you. Oh, Nami and Brook, they're both giving the thumbs up. Like, that's funny. And then we get like a little flashback to like O'Hara, the Clover guy from O'Hara, Robin's mom, and looks like Vegapunk. It says, however, some among the humans realized that lie in store, and they made sure the entire world would know. Basically saying that the world is supposed to disappear. Usopp lines up his slingshot and throws something at Gunku. He throws a bomb. He says, take that. We're not afraid of the celestial dragons, you bastard. He throws one of those skeleton bombs. Looks like he did the job. Her whole upper body, her whole torso is like blown up. God, that was overkill, Usopp. Usopp is like crying. He says, it's completely blown away, her top half. I'm so sorry. He's crying. He says, crack. What? She's regenerating. I feel bad for her, but this is creepy. Nami says, oh my god, my goodness Christ, it's nonstop. Brook says, I must say it is rather unnerving to see the dead rise. Once it starts, Gunku says, and then you see Nami and Usopp freaking out. They go, the classic Enel face, basically. It cannot be undone, she says, as she regenerates her whole body. She says, no one can stop it, as she throws an arrow towards Usopp. Usopp says, wow, I knew it. The arrow must point to her target. And it looks looks like Nami grabs the arrow. Jinbei says, "Leave it to me, Usopp." Brook says, "And attack that telegraphs itself. How absurd." And then we cut to the giant pirates. I'm guessing the giant pirates. It says the countdown has started. Oh my goodness Christ! With these flipping ads, bro, it's so annoying. It's so damn annoying. Give me a second. It's like every fucking second. I'm sorry. Okay, we cut down to the giant pirates. Dory and Brocky, they're cutting up the monsters that are attacking the ship. It says the world is already entangled in the opening salvo of the coming Great War. Okay, that's a lot of foreshadowing. Naganko says it is said the Giants alliance will greatly shape how the conflict unfolds this time. So somewhere in some prophecy it says the Giants alliance, having the Giants allied with them, will greatly shape out how the conflict unfolds this time. Nami says, "A worldwide war, that's never going to happen." Jinbei says, so this plot has to take the kids as hostage and put Elbaf under your thumb. That's beyond cowardly. Gunko says, as she rushes towards them, she says, "I am merely carrying out the mission. It may well turn out to be a fruitless endeavor." She says, "I don't particularly understand the concept of hostage. The lives of a few children are as worthless as trash to me." It's fucked up. And then it says, "What's wrong with you?" I'm guessing one of the crew said, "What's wrong with you?" And then it says, "You fiend," Colin says as he lifts up his sword. And then the arrow goes around his neck and pulls him in the air. He goes, "Ah!" Nami yells out, "Colin!" Jinbei pulls out a move. He says, 5,000 break. And then Brook pulls out a move. He says, Gall Volley. And then you see an arrow goes past both of them. Oh my god. And they both attack each other. She uses the arrow to make them point at each other and attack each other. As she runs past them. Damn. She says, a lot faded arrow. A lot of faded arrow. And then you see an arrow pointing towards Nami. And you see Gunko. She kicks Nami in the air. I'm guessing Usopp yells, "Nami!" Usopp throws another one of his slingshots at her. And he says, "Damn you!" as an arrow points towards him. And she knees Usopp in the face, fucking him up. God damn. She's really strong, apparently. Even though her arrows tells you where she's gonna attack, it's still really lethal. Well, Zip, are you ready, Quellin Grim? Quellin, I'm calling him Quellin. That dragon-looking guy. To tell the truth, Elbaf's is happening? Oh my god, no. Quellen, he beat the Walrus principal. Kaiba. I don't know what he's doing to him, but he uses something to knock him out. Knocks out one of his teeth. Damn, fucked up. And he said, and you heard someone in the background yelling, "Principal!" And you see his face all bloody, his tooth all knocked out. He's knocked out on the floor. And then at the bottom, oh yes, that other librarian lady. She says, "I can't move." Quellen says, "Oh my fucking god, these ads. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to finish this. We're almost done." She says, Quellen says, "That's because I use sleep paralysis on you." And then he says, someone on the snail says, "Oh, so this big old thing is a tele transponders now." God, I'm so stupid. Never heard of it. It's a no, it's not transponder. Teledation snail. Never heard of it. Summers, try talking through it. You should be able to transmit, no, nationwide. Okay, so the transponder snail, now like talks throughout the country apparently. Got it. Summers, he says, but I'm gonna need a sec, Quellen. This one should go down soon. Oh, he's fighting Sal. He's all bloody and shit. He says he's a former vice admiral, and you see Sal. He's all bloody, huffing. He says, "Huff, huff." He says, "I thought you died on O'Hara." Summer says, my God, Sal. He's thinking in his head. He says, "Robin, Chopper, don't move. Stay hidden in my hair." And you see them both like covering their mouths inside Sal's hair, basically staying quiet. And then he falls down. A library. You should have cut the principal crap, the peaceful crap. You are meant to be warriors. Summer says, "There was a time when your people's might shook the world. You are supposed to be our men. What the fuck? You are supposed to be our men. Big Mercury's, right? Harold, talking about Harold, the former king." And then at the bottom you see Sal. He tries to stand up. He says, he's thinking in his head. He says, "The children, I'm begging you, take care of them." And then you see, oh my God, you see, yeah, he's using all these thorns to fuck up Sal. He says, "Come on, it's time for your final charge. Hey, you heard that? And then Robin, she's like crying, holding her face, trying not to make a sound. And then Summer says, "King Harold, that bastard, he really messed everything up." And then at the bottom says, "What could the noble king have done?" And then that's the end. Damn. So a lot's going on. So it looks like the whole crew is getting fucked up right now. From Nami's inn to Sal's inn. But we still don't know what's going down in the underworld where Luffy and Zoro and Sanji, the main three, are. So we don't know what's going on their part. Hopefully they're gonna rally up Loki and the rest of the giants to come back and fuck up these guys, because right now they're getting thrashed so bad. But yeah, that was it, man. That was it. One Piece chapter 1146. Hope you guys enjoyed this little yap session, this little chapter review. And that's it. That's that, guys. I love you guys. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video with a friend, family, anyone you think might enjoy.